everybody, and welcome. It's time for Monday Noon Football. Welcome inside the South Point Hotel and Casino. Sportsbook right behind me was going off this weekend. I stopped in, and a lot of fun. A lot of fun on college Saturdays. Make sure you come down to the South Point. Thank you for joining us. Punch with Lunch. It's a live show every day. A fun mix of sports, conversation, and gambling advice. I'm Frank Nicotero, longtime comedian, lifelong sports fan, and today's show might be the only time in the history of this show that we open with a clip of Lindsay Lohan, because the Vikings post-interception celebration stole the handshake from, I'm guessing, the movie they watched on their flight over to London, from The Parent Trap. Roll it. Here we go. So, all right, this is Josh Metellus and Cam Bynum, and they got an interception, and that's Lindsay Lohan, and I don't know who the actor is, but pretty amazing that they decided to do that. And Ryan and I do that before every show, actually, and we have a clip. Go ahead, Ann, roll that. No, we don't have a clip, but we do have a clip of him explaining how we came about the idea to do this.
We're on a generational celebration run right now. 3 weeks in a row, we've had some fire celebrations, but this might have been one of my favorites just because that's one of my favorite movies, and it's based in London. So as soon as I knew we were playing in London, and I watched that movie last week, I'm like, this is it. You know we're going to get that ball. So
all right, we're going to get to that.
I got to have something ready every single week. But I had a shout out.
He said that.
All right, he's seen it a lot. Alex, who I'll introduce in a second, saying she's seen it a lot. And right before the show said, after you show the clip, I have something to say about this. Go ahead, Ann.
Would
something
it
about the
surprise
Parent
you
Trap?
to know that I also know the handshake?
No, it does not surprise me. Who did you do this with?
My ex-husband.
Okay.
We watched that movie before we had kids. Like, we loved the movie.
I remember the original one. Was it Patty Duke Aston? That's the one I remember.
No, it wasn't Patty Duke Aston.
Wasn't it Patty Duke?
No.
Oh, yes. You were about to say Haley something.
Haley something.
Haley Bieber. No. Okay. Anyway, let's introduce who's here on the show today. Haley
Mills.
Haley Mills. Damn it. Not Patty Duke Aston. Patty Duke was The Miracle Worker. Yep. Much different movie. All right. Anyway, behind the glass. He makes me happy, like seeing both the Bengals and Browns at 1-4, and he's very happy his Bears are 3-2 after a win. The same record as the Steelers. Our producer, Ryan McCormick. Ryan, what's on the show today?
Well, Ann had mentioned that she did that handshake with her ex-husband. Yes. I used to have a similar handshake with my mom. We used to do the little hip bump after one of our handshakes.
Based on The Parent Trap?
Yeah. Yeah, I used to love that movie growing up as well.
This movie really hit hard for this generation, apparently. Well, Ann, you're my generation. I don't remember ever seeing this version.
You didn't?
Well, I know. And like I said, it was before I had kids. It was just, I loved the movie. Now, I had my nieces and nephews. They always came to town, so I would watch movies if they were in town. But I've got to say that Desiree was not in town when I was. Are
they remaking?
I would say I watched that movie as much as Ryan has watched Jurassic Park.
You're saying over like 300 times.
Oh, over 300 times.
Wow.
I loved the movie.
The girl who's saying, wow, I have to introduce her on the show. You have to check out her Twitter on Saturdays and Sundays. It's at Alex White with 2 E's at the end. She gives out a good solid pick. She gave Florida over UCF, which I bet because I was cleaning the house. Two-time national champion sports betting analyst Alex White is here. Yay, Alex. So wait, you're also a Parent Trap fan.
I am, yes. It's a good movie, especially when they go to camp and they figure everything out.
Is Dennis Quaid the dad in this?
Yes,
Okay, yeah. I haven't seen this. Courtney talks about it all the time. I've seen Freaky Friday. Freaky Friday, I think they're doing a sequel with Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis right now.
They are.
Okay, so maybe they'll remake Parent Trap, or maybe not. All right, enough about Parent Trap and Lindsay Lohan. Lohan. Tomato. Alex, what do you got going on for picks at 12:36 today?
Big football game tonight, Saints versus Chiefs. So I actually have a prop bet in that. It worked out last week. Let's see if we can get 2 in a row.
Look how excited I got when you said prop bet. I was like, oh, prop bet. I also have a prop bet at 12:36 and a baseball play, and it's most likely going to be chalk. Big shock. All right, Ryan, did you do a rundown? Did we talk about what's on the show, or did we just so obsessed with the Parent Trap?
Parent Trap.
Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff. Punch Bowl will be here. We got a bunch of posts. It'll be a fun show. We always like to start off with the coolest clip or comedy clip. Ryan, what are we starting off with today?
So we've gone to social media teams across all sports.
They've been very beneficial
really.
for us.
And this one is going to go back to the Chargers, who we've gone to a lot.
Chargers are leading the way.
The Chargers found a filter on TikTok that is brutally honest, kind of like an 8-ball, like a magic 8-ball. You ask it a question and no, yes, whatever.
Yeah. Ask me later.
And so this one was a brutally honest filter version of the 8-ball.
Am I having a good day? Fair. Does my hair look good?
Who is this? Do we know what player this is?
It's natural. Oh, does someone like me right now?
Diane Hanley.
Oh.
Do I look good? Okay, then why nobody like me? So somebody does like me.
With the exclamation point.
What was that?
So somebody does like me, and it says no with an exclamation point.
I like somebody. All right, I'll be alone forever? Definitely. All right. All right.
All right.
Do I have friends? Perhaps. Do my friends like me? Maybe. Okay. Can I trust them?
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
Lonely, but with friends that I can trust. I'm good with that. All right, I guess. Well,
it's the weirdest angle for the shot, by the way. Just have the blue sky. It's almost as boring as Kevin Belenkoff's background usually is. But very funny. The Chargers, now I bet you other teams copy this because they were the first team to do, can you sign this old profile pic, right? I'm pretty sure they were early.
Yeah.
Early, as the kids say. That's a big thing now. It means you were there first. Frank Murgy taught me that, and our combined age is over 100. All right, very funny. And we have a lot of stuff coming up later on. Let's check in with the punchies. Let's do a roll call. Yay. David Sanders also letting us know it was Haley Mills. And then Aaron O'Connor wrote in Mills. So I stopped down. I saw Aaron briefly as I went down to Fremont Street this past weekend and saw the free Rick Springfield show.
How was it?
He was great. He's 75 years old, by the way, and Rick Springfield. Oh. Amazing. Great show live. But let me just tell you, those free shows at Fremont, they just get too packed.
Yes.
I mean, you're like this, trying to get a drink, which I had a few. It was a good time.
Is that the first time you've seen him? Or you've seen him before?
Yeah, I've seen it before. It was like the fifth time. Okay. The first time, one of the best times I saw him was at the Pearl like a couple summers ago at the Palms. Huh. Okay. In the chat room today, I asked which city has Major League Baseball. What Major League Baseball has the worst fans? Let's try that again. Which city has the worst MLB fans? There we go. JR, worst MLB fans, Dodgers. They almost killed that guy, the Giants fan. I remember that. Let's see here. Keith Lyle, or Nick Sassone. If you ask Alex, it's my friends and I at an Aviators game. Does he really get that out of hand at an Aviators game?
His friends were yelling my name when I was going down on the field. Yeah, it was quite embarrassing. Okay. Very loud.
Well, they're supporting you. That's very nice. Let's see here. If you wear a Giants jersey to a Dodger game, you're not very bright. Okay, it's Keith, come on. I used to do, Keith said he used to do the Parent Chop handshake with N's ex-husband too. So far leading in the poll, I voted for the Boston Red Sox. They're obnoxious. They're also, the Phillies. You can't go wrong with any of these. Yankees. Strangely enough, 3 of the 4 teams still in the playoffs. We appreciate it. Rick Springfield is no spring chicken. All right, so Punchies, thank you. JR, I now have your number. I will be contacting you about getting you in here on the show. We can't wait to have you here. All right, so let's go to That's Crazy. Time to let the cat out of the bag. Oh, it's October, ladies and gentlemen.
Forgot.
It's a scary cat. That's crazy. What is the name of the scary cat? Do we have a name for the scary cat?
Screech.
Binks.
I really loved Screech. I like Screech. Binks.
Hocus Pocus, isn't that the cat's name?
I've never watched that. I know.
You're 0 for 2 today.
I know.
Really good movies. And that's coming from me.
I know, right? Hocus Pocus, and then they made the sequel a couple years ago.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. You didn't see that. Okay. All right. Alex, that's crazy that she saw the first one a million times. All right. Start us off with That's Crazy for Monday.
Okay, so game last night. Sorry.
Oh,
Frank.
Jesus.
We have to talk about Sunday night football.
It's Monday morning football, actually.
Yes.
And East Coast, it ended at 12:59 a.m.
And that is what my That's Crazy is.
Shit. Oh.
Because it is
Sorry.
Because of the delay. Dak Prescott did throw 2 picks. And if you watch this clip that we have for you, they are actually in 2 different days. So here's October 6th, Sunday, October 6th.
Oh, my
he
God.
throws a pick. So you like watching these clips. These are good.
These are fine.
And then here's
this
Monday.
Is JPJ, it's Joey Porter Jr. And a decent return here. But yeah, it's the first quarterback ever to do this. It has to be, right?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a record
game.
that might not be broken. The game was delayed for an hour and 45 minutes for lightning. That's the only condition. My mom kept texting me going, it's pouring rain here. They can't play in that. I'm like, Mom, they'll play in rain. Can't play in lightning. That's the one rule. There was a clip of some moron, I shouldn't say moron, some Steeler fan who was all alone in the seats twirling his towels. I don't know if you saw it. Pouring rain, and security had to come get him for his own safety. Something tells me he doesn't remember anything about it. But yeah, I was talking to a friend of mine, my buddy Don, on the phone at 12:59 East Coast on that last play.
It's brutal.
Which, again, I'm like, let them score. But Mike Tomlin will never do that. Some coaches will, right? Hey, let them score. Give us 50 seconds to try and get into field goal position and tie it up. Send it to overtime. But Tomlin, I knew he wasn't going to do that. Then it comes down to the 4th down play. And the game was over. Okay. That was very sad.
I will say the only good thing is that we do have postseason baseball right now, because watching that Padres game while waiting for that one.
That was
nice
it. And Reno Paul, by the way, he was watching the Steeler game, and then he had PIP, picture in picture. He had the Dodger game, and then he had the Laker preseason game on. He did a fun parlay where he bet on all 3 teams. None of them won, I don't think. I think the Lakers lost too, right?
The Lakers were up 13 when I
Maybe they lost. Maybe they didn't cover. I don't know. But he did that parlay. He's like, I'm just throwing money away right now. Speaking of baseball, thank you, Alex, for the nice segue. Speaking of postseason baseball and the LA Dodgers. Now, I wore a Mookie Betts jersey on this show. I gave it to Caden, who took it to Utah with him when he left. But I gave it to him. It was one left over at the house. So anyway, Mookie Betts. There was a lot was made last year when Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman, I think, were combined 1 for 22 in the postseason last year against Arizona.
Right.
Ryan, you have this titled what?
This was actually a Caden.
Dookie Betts. Okay. Anyway, he is 0 for 22 dating back to last year in the postseason. He's one of the best players in baseball. He was an early MVP candidate before getting hurt.
Yes.
And then I saw someone else say in the last postseason, he's 6 for 66. I don't know if that one I can't confirm. I mean, going back to other LA and Boston times, I don't know. But these guys like this is where the Dodgers paid him big money for, is for October. He could erase this all tonight. He could go 5 for 5 with 3 homers. You never know.
I don't think he can tonight.
Why not? Is he not playing? Oh, is it tomorrow?
The Dodgers don't play today.
Oh, they play tomorrow. Today, yeah, that's right. Tonight's Kansas City and the Yankees. Tomorrow. Give him a day off. Maybe he comes back strong, but he's got to bust out of this, or that's going to be a long off season again for him. 0 for 22.
Well, he definitely thought he was changing his ways when he thought he hit a home run. Oh. And he was robbed. So.
Are we showing any of that later, or we should just talk about it real quickly?
We'll talk about it.
Okay, there's a couple. That was such a great deke by Profar, because everyone. I mean, the ump's giving the home run.
Right.
Mookie's at second. Then he goes, crap. Now later on, there was that whole debacle with Dodger fans. That's why I kind of had the poll question. Jerkson Profar came and gave him a baseball. The guy he stole the ball from, and the guy took it and threw it on the field. So that started a whole disaster where a couple fans got yanked out and thrown. Dodger fans, I've been to a million Dodger games. They imbibe a little heavy on the beer. I do too, but I don't get into fights. I don't throw baseballs on the field. But yeah, it was an ugly look for the Dodgers last night. Now they're going to a rowdy San Diego. This series has it all. So it's been very exciting. So I can't wait till tomorrow. But anyway, Mookie Betts 0 for 22. Get it going, Mookie! All right, Ryan, what do you have for That's Crazy?
So That's Crazy will go to the NFL.
All right.
And comparing 5-0 teams through 5 games since the 1970 merger. So least amount of time trailing. Oh, I guess, yes. Least amount of time trailing in the first 5 games of the season. The Saints did not trail in the 2009 season in their first 5 games. They went on to win the Super Bowl. The Dolphins, 1984 Dolphins, trailed for 1 minute and 7 seconds, ended up losing in the Super Bowl. The last year's 49ers trailed for 1 minute 45 through their first 5 games, ended up losing the Super Bowl. The 1999 Rams, greatest show on turf, trailed for 2 minutes and 30 seconds, ended up winning the Super Bowl. This year's Vikings have trailed for 3 minutes, 26 seconds. We have yet to see what they're going to do. And the 1998 Broncos trailed for 4 minutes and 23 seconds, going on to win that Super Bowl. So every team that has trailed for less than 4 minutes in a 5-0 start to the season has gone on to play in the Super Bowl.
That is crazy. And that makes the Vikings, I mean, they're the Viking kingpins. That team, that New Orleans team in 2009 that never trailed for 1 second, I bet heavily on that. That was Drew Brees at his peak. They were unbelievable. Such an exciting team to watch and wager on. That's an amazing stat. So every team has at least made the Super Bowl, right?
Correct.
The Vikings, everyone keeps waiting for the fall of the Vikings, but I know you gave that out as a pick on Friday. I liked them too. I leaned towards them. I didn't get up at 6:30. I'll be honest. I got up at about 9 and I put it on, and I saw the ending of the game. They're really good. I gave out Seattle. I can't believe Seattle lost at home. I even had them in a parlay. Just win.
Just money line.
Just money line. Just win. Just had them parlay. Just win. They couldn't even do that.
That was a brutal ending, though.
But anyway, Vikings. Yeah, Vikings are for real. Vikings this week. Who do they play?
Are on their bye.
They're off. Yeah, they're on a bye week, so they're going to be 5-0. Will we have 2 undefeated teams? We will know tonight when the Chiefs host the Saints. Yeah, good stuff, and that's crazy. All right, put the cat back in the bag. We'll let him out on Wednesday when Alex returns. All right, it's time for Pick 6, which we do have a graphic for, right? Yeah, that's right. All right, Pick 6. I'm pulling out the stocking. Got some rock music. All right, so for this version of Pick 6, we're each going to pick 2 helmets for a total of 6 helmets. You're going to pick 2 and say what they thought of their game this past week, and we can look at a line for next week's if they're not on a bye week, since we have entered the... Oh, you grabbed 2 at a time. Oh, look at that.
Are we not supposed to?
No, yes, you are. Now, you grab the Saints. Should we eliminate the Saints?
Yeah, we should.
All right, leave the Saints one out.
Well, unless you want me to make a very bold prediction.
Yes, do that. If you want to make a very
Can't believe the Saints upset the Chiefs. No.
It seems like the Rams get picked every time.
I feel like the Rams are always picked every time.
All right, so you got the Rams.
You're right.
Oh, you got 2 more. All right, I don't know what you're doing. Just pick 2. It doesn't matter.
I don't want the Broncos.
All right, you got the Bills. Did you watch the ending of that Bills game?
Not that closely, I guess. I had the Texans, though.
Okay.
What happened?
Okay. But Ryan, did you see any of the ending of that game?
So the Bills had a 3-point lead with less than 3 minutes to go in the game.
Yeah.
And they had the ball. Yeah. They had the ball inside their own 20. They were just given the ball inside their own 20, inside their own 10, really.
Correct.
And they proceed to throw 3 straight passes, running only 7 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
When they were winning and could have made the Texans use their timeouts to run the clock.
Right.
And they deep passes.
Yes.
Like nothing underneath.
One was really deep.
It was just insane.
They were going for a first down on all 3 throws. But why are you not running the ball in that situation to run the clock
Absolutely
out?
Insane.
And then they have to punt, give the Texans a short field, who then ultimately can send the game into overtime with field goal.
Yeah, because the Steelers weren't playing early, I had the Red Zone channel on, which I really haven't done much because usually I like to watch one game, but I'm getting into the Red Zone. And the announcers, I don't know who the announcing team were. They're like, what are they doing?
It was tied.
And then like Sean McDermott's like, he's covering his lips, like yelling into his headset, probably saying like, why are we calling? Anyway, he blew the game. He took full blame, I should say, for blowing that because they got the ball back. Texans, they drove down, hit a field goal, tied it, Fairbairn. And then that game went OT. Yeah, it was OT.
No, that was regulation.
Was it regulation?
Yeah, it ended up being a regulation winner.
So many games going on, but
they would have ran it into overtime.
Yeah, it was just it wasn't a good, and that was a battle of 2 3-1 teams, and not a good look. So who does Buffalo have this week? Buffalo has. Why can't I see it on the line? Why am I?
Buffalo plays Thursday.
Oh, that's why.
Against the Jets.
Oh no, they play next Monday.
Next Monday night.
Bills at Jets. Bills open -2 against that Jet team that is really struggling. Well, I might have to make an early trip to the window. I kind of like the Bills on that game. But anyway, so the Bills were supposed to be this runaway team with Josh Allen having this great season, and now they're back down to earth, as is every team except for the Vikings, apparently. The Rams...
I thought that was a good spot for the Texans to kind of buy low on them, especially if it was like pick.
Yeah.
And they have definitely underachieved. So I wasn't really watching that one. I was watching Baltimore-Cincy because that one was...
Oh my God.
Insane at the end there and did go to overtime. The Rams, I don't know what to say about the Rams because they just find ways to hang around in these games and they really have no business doing it.
Excuse me.
The Packers ended up covering all numbers there, but still 24-19. I thought the Packers were really going to blow them out and they didn't. So
yeah. I mean, Sean McVay's a good coach.
Very good coach.
Stafford's looking a little long in the tooth, but still a competent quarterback. But I don't know. The Rams, the injuries have hurt them.
Yes.
But I checked in on that game a little bit. It sounded like there was a lot of Packer fans there. A lot of Packer fans in LA, and I have some friends that were there, and they really enjoyed the game. So, all right, very good. All right, Ryan, do you want me to pick 2 for you, sir?
Sure.
Let's see if we can get lucky and get a Bears. I have Chicago Bears. Come on. Chicago Bears and Detroit Lions. There's no way I did that. No, I did not set it up. What are the odds? Figure that out, Alex.
No Lions.
Yeah, the Lions.
The Lions were.
Lions
on
were
the
up.
bye.
Oh,
He
that's
could
right.
have the Brock.
All right. Well, the Bears. You can talk about the Bears.
Yeah, they beat up on the Panthers. Congratulations. That's about it.
Aren't you happy they're 3-2?
Yeah, and Caleb Williams has progressively gotten better and better. So that's what you want to see out of a rookie quarterback, and that's what you want to see out of a coaching staff that's on the hot seat. So again,
Can he be on the hot
Carolina
seat at
Panthers.
3-2? Or I guess going into that game, you feel if they drop that, they're in trouble.
He
He's
was
in
on
trouble.
the hot seat to end last year. He's
I know.
You can't. It doesn't
But
matter.
3-2.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
There's a long season left.
Second week in a row, I laid the points with the Bears, and they got there. So I'm very impressed with them. They're covering spreads. Jeff Parles actually said that yesterday when we were watching the morning games in here. He said, you got to give it to them that at least they are beating the teams they're supposed to beat and not having like these letdown
It's the key to
spots
making the
where-
playoffs. Beat the teams you should beat.
Yes.
They do also have the longest home win streak in the National Football League.
Yes, they do.
What?
Yeah. They've won 8 straight home games.
Well, now it's technically a home game this Sunday in London.
Yep.
Technically.
Yep.
Do they keep that alive against the Jacksonville Jags?
Yes, they do.
I think they do as well. Jacksonville.
They are actually flying over there today.
Okay, see, that's smart. Let me tell you why right now, the manager, the coach, Jesus, should not be on the hot seat because he's doing that. When the Steelers played there against the Vikings, I don't know, 10 years ago, Mike Tomlin treated it like a normal road trip and left on Friday
Oh, my
to go
gosh.
to London, and they came out and scored no points against the Vikings. I think they got shot. They might have got a late score. It was the biggest bonehead Tomlin move. I'll never forget that. It's like, yeah, it's a regular road trip. No, you're going. Okay. Good move, and you'll be up at 6:30 to watch that game.
Yes.
The Jags, 1 win, and the Patriots, 1 win. Is it the Travis Hunter sweepstakes with those two teams? It seems like
Oh, God.
already.
Ugh.
Panthers?
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. That kid's good. He's good. Okay,
Is he,
and Tampa
though?
Bay. You have Tampa Bay. They played last week, though. They got the Saints this week. We don't know what the Saints are going to do tonight. I think we're good, right? And anything on Tampa Bay?
I still like Tampa.
Yeah.
If you played Tampa like I did Thursday,
Yeah.
you were on the right side, just had the
Yes.
wrong result. You took a record-breaking game from Kirk Cousins in order to beat you. So I still like the Bucks, and
I lost a couple times. Hold on.
they did lose ground in the NFC South, losing that game, but I still like Tampa. So
I'm back. Okay. I got the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, my
Dak
gosh.
Prescott, over 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, right? They had so many injuries. Parsons out. They're down to Rico. What is his name? Dowdle, that guy, and then the winning catch. Mike McCarthy owns Mike Tomlin. Beat him in the Super Bowl when he was with Green Bay. I hate Dallas. To lose to Dallas at home with the highest paid defense in the NFL, that couldn't stop them on that last drive, and that was a frustrating loss. So Dallas next week. Who does Dallas have next week? They're hosting the Lions Sunday afternoon, and the Lions are 3-point favorites in Dallas as of right now. That is a good matchup right there.
That is a good matchup.
And then the Colts, once again, the Colts, Joe Flacco still pretty. When's Anthony Richardson coming back? Do we know?
Well, he was questionable. He was a game time decision.
Okay.
So it should be next game.
I think Next Gen Stats had Joe Flacco's fastest run, like 17 or 18 miles an hour of his career. Obviously, they've only been doing them for a while, but he had that long run. I don't know. I don't know about the Colts. The Steelers lost to him, but what am I talking about there anymore? Who do the Colts have next week? The Colts have
in Tennessee,
Oh, jeez.
they're actually 1-point favorites on the road.
Yeah, I would probably take the Colts in that game. Anyway, upcoming games. We will talk more as the week progresses. Wednesday, we'll have a little more information on the games. There is football every day, or baseball. There's sports every day. Tomorrow, I think there's football, the college football,
There
right?
is
it
Liberty.
in action? Oh, it's Florida International and Liberty, but it's a game if you want to watch college football tomorrow. Liberty at home, -18. All right, it's time for our Monday montage, right? Why don't we show our Monday? Are we ready for them?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah? All right. Drew Dog works hard. I come in on Monday mornings. He's over in the corner very quietly working at putting together these things that we really enjoy. So here it is. This is last week's highlights Monday montage, courtesy of Drew Dog. Roll it. Anne's making weird noises. She's talking in a high-pitched voice. There we go.
Monday.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, it's strong.
What'd you
We
fill
are
that
gonna-
with?
Oh my God.
It's iced tea.
Yeah.
Prank. Frank, it's a Frank prank. That was a shocker.
Wow. It was.
We wrote a children's book called I Lost My Sneeze. I don't want to talk about this. Okay.
Wait.
No.
Hold on. Is that book in circulation
No,
still?
it's the script. We don't have the drawings yet, but it was a very drunken afternoon. I can't talk about it. I don't want to give it out. I'll find it, and you can
You'll
read
find
it.
the sneeze or the book?
I have. This would have been better with Alex.
Now, have you said that
It's
about
an inside joke.
Have you said that about Jeff with anything? Okay.
Oh man. For the Phillies
right,
and the Guardians
Phillies
to be a sleeper.
Yeah.
And Yankees can't be. Yeah, I agree. That's why. Who said Phillies?
Keith.
Keith, you're a moron.
The Swiss, though, they made a knife.
With
They
everything.
said, you know what? We're gonna take the sport and break. Let's blow it up. let's do it all.
It's one of my favorite things in the grocery store. Seeing the misters on. Just going.
There's a Mr. song?
No. What? Seeing the misters on.
Oh, seeing the Mr. song. I thought that was a Mr. song. Vegetables are getting misted. Carrots are all twisted. Take a thing.
Bars.
Ever since I saw that he had a hot tub in his dorm room at Cal.
He did?
Yeah. If you look up Jared Goff dorm room hot tub.
Right?
Are we sure it's Jared Goff or was it Josh Rosen?
Oh, you know what it is, Josh Rosen.
Oh,
Now that you say
man,
that.
Throw to a commercial. This is
UCLA quarterback.
At one point, I had like $1 million worth of comps at Imperial Palace, which was a dump, but I could bring all my Wyoming friends out and eat steak and drink Coors Lights and have bananas Fostered. So they thought I was, famous.
All right, you only did two now. You got one more. Don't you
more.
take that cap
Okay.
off, lady. Here we go.
Boise State's
Yeah.
still a thing.
The Smurf turf.
Because it's awesome.
And there's
It's-
still birds are still flying into it, right? Thinking it's water.
I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, have you heard that?
Oh, yeah. That was the thing that birds thought it was a lake and they died.
They dove into it and died.
Right. And then Bobby Wood Jr. would sit
They're
on them and the
delicate
feathers.
bird.
Delicate
They're
bird.
delicate bird bones.
They just wanted
They're
an
hollow.
apple.
Those bird bones.
Russell Wilson's already going to be in a full uniform, shoulder pads, helmet, eye black, and everything.
Do you mean Russell Wilson?
Ooh, right out of the and playbook.
Spin. Man,
Watch your drink. Watch your drink. Oh God.
Will Finn. So National Name Your Car Day. Do you have a name for your truck?
Ditka.
Ditka?
Nice.
You've named your truck Ditka after Chicago Bears coach.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I saw this stat. I saw this. Oh. You'll get up at 6:30 for this one, or are you going to wait for the Bears game? Or you might be up with your small child
I'll be
anyway.
up with my daughter.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Or I'm going to stay up Saturday night. Yeah. Woo! Next. It's amazing.
And some of that stuff he
You can
just
take
took
those
out
off.
of his head.
Yeah, he does. You can take those off by the way.
That's a good look for me.
I'm going to Lamar Jackson as a favorite.
Shut up, Alex. Hey, have you been to this Italian-American club here in Vegas? Everyone keeps telling me about it.
Has he
Hey, is he like that?
Hold on a second.
Is he
I'll
like- is he
let
like
Jeff
that?
answer.
Wait a
I'll let
second.
Jeff answer that question.
He's Coach Vinny over there.
Does the Pope say mass? What is?
Celebrating with the champagne and beer. Were they imbibing? I don't know. I hope the coach said, the manager's like, guys, you can shoot it all over. You can spray it. And I find out, Vin, you were there with your dad at the Italian American Club on Saturday? My phone didn't ring. I was at Rick Springfield anyway, so whatever. All right, anyway, Drew Dog, another great job on those. Thank you, buddy. You cut those together so well. Today is October 7th, 2024. Here are the national days. Everyone listen up. One of these is fake. National Bathtub Day. World Architecture Day. National Inner Beauty Day. National Propane Day. National Give a Dog a Bone Day. National LED Light Day. And start of National Dance Week. Courtney, so there you go. Celebrity birthdays. All-star Mookie Betts turns 32, and AGT judge Simon Cowell turns 65. Which one's the fake one? Oh, that's all right. Wait, we'll look at it. What? No, okay, hold on. Which one's the fake one?
National Bathtub Day.
Bathtub Day. Ryan?
It's the only one
I don't have a guess.
Ann?
I've got National Propane Day.
National Give a Dog a Bone Day is fake.
Dang, that's so
I actually-
disappointing.
Why'd you say propane then?
Because propane came right before the dog bone,
Right,
right?
it did. It threw you off.
No, because then I was like, oh, it's probably that one.
All right, let's take a look. We put them all together in the computer. We ask AI to combine everything with Mookie Betts, who's 32. There's Mookie looking in a mirror for its inner beauty day. That's very nice. Simon Cowell standing on a tall building. Architecture Day.
Yeah.
Oh, World Architecture Day. I don't see anything with dance or LED lights, but still a good one.
What about the fingernails? Why is there stuff on his fingernails?
For Inner Beauty Day.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Bathtub, maybe. Oh, and he's in the tub.
Yeah, wouldn't that be outer beauty?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, AI's not perfect. Anyway, Mookie Betts, happy birthday.
Doesn't even look like
It doesn't look like Mookie at all. He's 32 today. Mookie, get a hit tomorrow. Good luck to you, sir. We are big fans. All right, it is episode 254. Ryan, therefore, you are wearing a Brian Urlacher shirt, which is so sharp with that white mesh. Did they ever? They didn't ever wore that on a.
No, I mean it's got the home on the back and then the away on the front, or what it used to be.
It's a combo jersey. All right, that's a nice jersey. 254 shows, which means this is my 250th in the studio, I think, or 251, because the 3 days I was in New Orleans. There you go. All right, we have some Punch Bowl topics before we get to picks in 5 minutes. Here we go. Punch Bowl pundits. We kind of talk about some stuff tied to gambling. Go for it. Alex, what do you got for us?
Very impressed. Only 2 rows.
Only 2 rows. That's a short one for you.
How many more days of over 100 degrees
Oh, my God.
do I have to endure?
What's going on? It's October. Alex, you're a native. Ryan, you're a native.
Yeah.
When will it stop?
You have until Friday.
You heard it straight from Alex. She's a sports betting analyst and also weather. I believe it is going to be like in the 80s come Friday, right? Or Saturday.
So.
Yeah, because all my friends in Pittsburgh are like, yeah, it's like 100 degrees out there. I'm like, don't worry, it's going to be hot, but it's only going to be in the 80s, thank God.
Is that how they talk?
That's a real Yinzers like, oh my God. Yeah, no, the guys I have coming on the show don't talk that way. This 100-day streak is ridiculous.
There have been years that it's still 100 at Halloween. Like I remember trick or treating and it being.
What was your outfit? Did you dress accordingly and go as like a slutty nurse? I don't know, like something that would be cooling because you can't wear a lifeguard. There you go. Yeah. I don't know. It's just too hot, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Ryan, shoot. Can Frank please tell us the Sports by the Book schedule without help? All right.
Yes.
Sports by the Book is every day at 9 o'clock, except for on Saturday when it's at 8 a.m. And then Monday and Thursday, there's Football Frenzy at 3.
Ooh, he's on the street.
And then there's a 2 o'clock thing. There's a 2 o'clock thing on Friday.
Yes.
And that's it. I did it.
Got a couple other shows. Oh, did you just say
Sports by the Book only.
Okay.
I'm going to be honest, ladies and gentlemen. I printed it out right here finally. I'm going to keep this up here, but I did have it memorized mostly. It's just a little confusing to me.
Thank
You will
you.
be back tomorrow with your father.
Yes, I will. 9 a.m.
And Wednesday.
And
you're back here Wednesday. She pulls double duty on both of those days. Okay, Ryan. No, let's not do that one. Here we go. Hold on. We'll get to that. Let me give Ryan a good one here. Let's see. Oh, okay. How many catches and yards for Travis Kelce, spelled Tevis Kelce? I didn't spell that right. Tonight versus the Saints. Travis Kelce has 5.5 receptions, 57.5 yards. You have any feel on Travis Kelce, who hasn't put up the big numbers, but they're undefeated?
Yeah, no Rashee Rice.
Yeah.
No Isaiah Pacheco, but we've known about those two. So
right.
I would go to the over on those.
On both of those, right? How do you feel about that?
I agree because of those players being out.
57 yards for
And the
Travis
last game
Kelce.
was his best game.
Yeah.
Right? They finally started to get him going.
He's building. And he had a big birthday over the weekend, right? Are we seeing any of that? We didn't do that? Okay. Oh, Alex, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. They're all really long. That's probably why you were going to do
ate
it.
the long ones. All right.
Did Sean McDermott lose the game for the Bills?
Well, yeah, we already talked about that. We can get rid of that one if you want. All right. Pitt is ranked 19th. Not really a question, just a fact. And the Punchies
they have
won
been a pleasant surprise.
It has been. Trust me, I didn't think they'd be any good. Last one. Punchies want to know what 2 teams sit atop the fantasy standings in the Red Panda Revenge League. Does anyone know? Oh, I believe it's Sean, who Sean will be 4-1 by the end of today. And
Frank?
So will I. Be 4-1. Pam she had a couple guys in there that had a bye week, and I don't think she had the roster spot to fill it. But I scored a lot of points, and I have a couple players going tonight. So looks like 4-1. I think people wanted to know that.
Well, guess what, Frank? Guess what this week coming up is?
What?
It's week 6.
Is our matchup?
No.
Oh, no. Who am I playing in week 6 again?
No,
It's
when
week
you
6,
have
remember?
all the buys.
That's when I have all the buys.
Yes,
Yeah.
your whole team.
No, are we on week 6 or is it next week?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
It's NFL week 6. I don't know.
I made a few moves. We're going to get back to
Is
it.
fantasy lined up perfectly?
No, not really. This was pointed out to me by Ryan on draft day. Oh, you don't look at the bye week? I'm like, oh, that's probably a smart thing to do.
Hey, I was with you. I kept drafting people from this week that had to buy this
I
week.
think I have a lot of buys as well. Yeah.
The bye weeks that's when the true GMs come out. So I'm just bragging because I have my strongest lineup. But now that you got to mix it up, it's going to be a whole thing.
So the 4 teams with the bye are the Dolphins, the Chiefs, the Vikings, and the Rams. So
Well, I have a couple Dolphins, but they've been irrelevant without Tua. I have A-Chain and Hill, so they've been nothing. And I have Kyron Williams. Oh, God, the Rams. Yeah, it's a bad week for me. Whoever's got me, good luck to you. All right, I'm looking at the clock. Ladies and gentlemen, as I speak, it's 12:36. Time for picks at 12:36. Here comes the jingle. There's my phone going off. All right, so on Friday, Ryan gave out the Minnesota Vikings. Did Jeff go with Syracuse, or I don't remember?
I did.
You did with Syracuse?
Yeah.
Did you bet it?
I did.
You're like undefeated the past 3 or 4 bets, right?
What was the reason, though? Do you remember why I went with them?
No, I
Do
don't
you remember why?
Yes.
No.
It was
an emotional hedge.
Well, there was that fact, but the voodoo side was because the Broncos and the Broncos were both wearing their orange.
Oh.
And therefore, the orange men were my bet.
Right.
And it was an emotional hedge.
And by the way, both those teams covered.
yes.
Oh, did they too?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I did.
Because I bet the Raiders. Like an idiot. I took them plus the points, and because they had won like an amazing, I think like 8 years in a row they'd won a
Yes,
I don't
they
know.
did.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So I had, well, they were in,
Since the team has moved to Vegas,
yeah.
the Broncos had not beaten them.
Oh, my God.
But now that's
That's over.
broken.
Bo Nix and Sean Payton yelling at each other on the sideline.
know.
All right. That was wild. A rookie quarterback, it's a lot of balls to do
I
that
thought that
with the
same
Super Bowl
thing.
winning coach. But if there's one face that deserves to be yelled at, it's Sean Payton. All right, Alex,
But
what do you have?
remember, he's like 27, so
Yeah,
he's a rookie,
that's
but
true.
he's still grown.
He played college football for 80 million games. All right, what's your pick today? 12:36.
Okay, so I am actually going with Harrison Butker over 1.5 field goals made. There is a little bit of juice on that, but right now we're seeing in the NFL that they're having their kickers go from way farther back, right? So he
It's
attempted a
unbelievable.
65-yarder last week. He did miss that, but the 3 weeks prior, he made 7 field goals in those 3 games. So we just need 2 here, and Saints, very good red zone defense. They're actually best in the league right now, allowing teams to just score on 22%, and they've always been a really good bend but don't break defense.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so Harrison Butker over 1.5 field goals.
Yes.
I liked Boswell last night, and I didn't get it in. The whole delayed start, and I had a show. I was busy. I really liked that, and I didn't get it in, but that's a good one. I like that very much. Should be a good game. I'm actually excited to watch this game.
too.
I am a Saints fan from way back, and we'll see if they're for real tonight. Derek Carr. Ryan, nothing? Okay. So you're on Football Frenzy today with Jeff at 3 p.m. Talk about Monday Night Football then. I looked at Monday night. I'm looking at baseball as well. So in 30 minutes, first pitch in Cleveland. Cleveland at home as a dog because, Tarek Skubal's pitching for the Detroit Tigers. So I'm going to go with him on the road. I think he's around minus 130. Is that what we have it on?
no, I was making that face. I thought you were saying you were looking at taking the Guardians as a dog.
No, I can't go against this kid Skubal.
You said chalk at the beginning of the show.
I did. And Detroit, this team that no one even thought of making the playoffs, is now a road favorite. But again, the kid won the Triple Crown, and he's going to win the Cy Young. And I think Reno Paul said his strikeouts is around 5.5. I would even look at that. But I like Detroit on the road. Why not? You got to go with the guy who's hot. So I'll take them. And then tonight, Derek Carr over longest completion, probably around 37. I've seen it at different numbers, but that's my favorite bet. I call it the chucker because I just want him to chuck it up. Just chuck one long completion, it's over.
Yeah.
Can happen in the first quarter.
I like
Happen on
it.
the first play of the game, and it gives you something to root for. You're always doing math a lot, though. So you see that they have the ball at the 50, and then they get like a 15-yard run. You're like, oh, God, that's now, even if he throws a touchdown, it's 2 yards short. So.
Who was last Monday? Was it Geno Smith? Was it Seahawks?
It was Detroit, and it was Detroit, and it was Goff and Geno. I took Geno. They scored, a million points. He had 300 yards, not one completion. 27 was his longest completion.
Yeah.
Goff, meanwhile, had a 70. Hit a 40, yeah. But if you really want fun on Monday night, bet them both.
Right.
Bet both chuckers. Mahomes, though, you think, Patrick Mahomes, one of the best quarterbacks of all time. He always burns me on that bet. because I don't know.
That's
But,
good to know.
yeah, I'll just do car. I'm just doing car and Detroit. So there you go. All right, that was our picks at 12:36. We got 20 minutes left in the show. We're timing it out perfectly today, and it's time for Post with Punchlines, ladies and gentlemen. Sound the horn in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It's time for Posts. Ryan puts together a bunch of fun stuff, and I think I know what we're kicking off with, and it's going to be good. So here we go. Punchies, thanks for watching, and chime in if you have any jokes on these.
So it became official over the weekend.
Yes, it did.
It was not unanimous. Angel Reese did get one Rookie of the Year vote.
It's ridiculous.
But Caitlin Clark officially won WNBA Rookie of the Year. And so we're going to have a big chunk coming up on all stuff Caitlin Clark. So the first one is going to be the call that the Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark received from the WNBA commissioner about the award.
This is like the most anticlimactic phone call.
You just have somebody that wants to say a couple things really quick.
You know they all know.
This is WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert. Do we have the team all together?
She's good.
Hello. Yes, ma'am. All right, I know you guys are in Connecticut. Well, but good luck in tomorrow's playoff game. And is Caitlin Clark in the room? She sure is.
No, she's not here. Yes.
Caitlin, feels like just yesterday when I called your name to the stage as the #1 pick in this year's draft. You held the Indiana Fever jersey for the first time. And what a record-breaking season for you and the entire team, full of outstanding performances. And I know all of you had hard work and dedication, and it's paid off with your playoffs, etc. But and I know the best is yet to come. So.
Get to it.
Caitlin, you are the 2024 Kia WNBA.
Yay! She's like, yeah, I figured. It's weird because it wasn't officially leaked till like a week later. There was leaks because of that phone call maybe, but it wasn't official till this past Friday. But she won the Rookie of the Year. Angel Reese got a vote?
One single vote.
My God. She was at the Bears game wearing a Bears jersey on Sunday.
That she was, yeah.
Yes, she was.
Could be the reason that we won, but who knows?
She won. She helped you win by not throwing the ball in the hoop. All right. What's next with Cece?
So we just heard from the WNBA commissioner. Now we're going to hear from Caitlin Clark's former head coach at Iowa and her congratulations.
Caitlin, congratulations on being Rookie of the Year for the WNBA.
See, she at least did a video call.
What an amazing accomplishment.
Why is the commissioner just doing a speakerphone
all
call?
All those years ago, back in Des Moines, Iowa, that this would be the case right now. We knew what we had in Caitlin back in Iowa City, and we knew the attention that she was bringing around the Big Ten and collegiate basketball. But I didn't know how that was going to transcend into the WNBA.
That's great, showing all these clips of her.
We can see that it's done pretty darn
She's
well.
reading a prompter, by the way.
People are excited to see her play at every level.
She's reading.
Camera's over here.
You deserve it. It's an incredible honor,
cute.
and we are so proud of you always. Go Hawks.
That's so cute. Thanks, Coach. You're the best. So cute.
Look at those dimples. Very cute. That was nice. That was nice. So we got to see that too. Very cool.
Yeah. So back-to-back years, winning Rookie of the Year. This year, Caitlin Clark. The year before, the #1 pick was Aaliyah Boston, winning Rookie of the Year. So there was a little drawing of the two of them.
Oh my God,
winning back-to-back Rookie of the Years.
This is cool. Okay. By the way, I'm the worst drawer on the planet. Look, I got the hair barrette in there. It's totally accurate. Yay. That's really cute. Then they paint it in.
You were a better drawer than me. You had to draw for me.
Oh God, what was that? Oh my God, the best drawings. Jerry's Larry Bird picture is still the best. That was National Draw Picture of a Bird Day, and he drew Larry Bird. That was hysterical. All right, Caitlin, congratulations. I mean, people are doing art to her everywhere.
Well, you just mentioned it, so now we're gonna go to a girl that decided to.
This to me was the coolest clip of the weekend. I saw
with a basketball.
She paints with a basketball. What is this woman's name? What is her name? Sam Woj Art. Yeah. She just uses a basketball. Look at that. She did. I know Alex's puzzle. Just takes a basketball and does these little moves. Very creative.
Is this just because it's Caitlin Clark, or does she always choose a basketball?
No, she does a bunch of different celebrities. Okay. She just happened to do Caitlin Clark here.
And I went to her Instagram
No, I mean, like, is that always her choice of paintbrush?
No.
Okay.
No,
it has to do with who she's painting.
It's related. Yes, exactly.
Very cool.
If it's a boxer, she uses a boxer. But look at that.
But Caitlin Clark even saw it.
Yeah, and this is the coolest thing. So you can see the comment up top. Caitlin said, "So amazing." So she's freaking out. Isn't that nice that Caitlin responded to it, or her team? We don't know. It's probably Caitlin.
Yeah.
But and by the way, then one of the questions on the comments, she's like, "Does anyone know how to make like copies of this that I can sell. So I imagine a lot of people would buy that.
Yes.
That is super cool. And she should just give it to Caitlin Clark.
Sell it.
Sell it. Well, yeah. But if she gave it to Caitlin Clark, then she puts it on social media, and then she can sell copies. But it's really impressive.
Okay. Well, then Caitlin Clark is also a Nike athlete. And so Nike did a whole trailer thing, but their slogan was, "Is there a rookie record for rookie records?" And they put an entire banner outside of the Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. Nike banner. Earlier at the start of the season, we had shown kind of the Fever's teaser post for getting Caitlin Clark and their new toy, the Indiana Fever's new toy. So this is Caitlin Clark and all her accolades for this year.
I love the hairband. What's the name of the mascot again? I can't remember. It's awesome.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, really well done. Their social media team for the Fever has been tremendous. 4-time Rookie of the Month.
Jeez.
I mean, this looks like a Pixar movie.
Seriously.
The level of work they put into this is tremendous. So Indiana Fever social media team, you have been impressive all year. We thank you for all the Caitlin Clark material that we used on the show because you guys do a great job.
Yes. But now if we want to take a look at the Nike banner. Okay. It's just their slogan. Is there a rookie record for rookie records? Because of all the things that she did in the WNBA this year, all the different kind of records that she broke, which I think is over 30.
Did you do ROY Clark?
No, that was Caden.
Caden? Do you think Caden knows what he did there? I think he did because Caden's a big music fan. Does anyone remember Roy Clark? Of course. Yeah, he was a banjo player on Hee Haw. Roy Clark was an acclaimed, he played on 100 country music songs. Roy Clark, and it's Rookie of the Year. Caden, good one, if he did do that. Of course Caden did. He knows his music. Roy Clark, very good. More Caitlin Clark.
Yep, and now we go to a stat from @StatMamba on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. But Caitlin Clark, her assists per game, 2017, she led her high school. All the way to 2020, she led her high school. 2022 to 2024, she led all of NCAA in assists per game. And in 2024, she led the WNBA in assists per game. So just the longevity of her being able to facilitate and take care of her offense, Caitlin Clark is a one of one. But one final thing for you on Caitlin Clark. A video of her as a little girl surfaced. And so we're going to show you how she became the Rookie of the Year.
How it all began. So they put a little arrow on here. So there's Caitlin dribbling.
Through the crowd.
Already. Look at that. And then the run back. So awesome.
Oh my God.
Isn't that adorable? There you go.
And
you can tell it's her,
WNBA
too. Just the same
Rookie
hairstyle she's had for 30 years.
Future MVP.
She's not 30, 20. Future MVP. Listen, the pressure is going to be on them. I can't believe we have to wait till April. The season doesn't start till April, I think. So it's a long life. What is she going to do in the meantime? I know that 3-on-3, we're trying to get her to do a bunch of stuff. She's just going to lay low, prepare for the season.
Lay low. You're still going to do all these different kinds of things.
Please
go
stay on
enjoy
social
life.
media, Caitlin.
Yeah.
We love you. All right, what's next?
Well, we will go to college football now. The number one team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, lost at Vanderbilt over the weekend. The first thing we're going to show you is the scoreboard after the final seconds ticked. The Vanderbilt scoreboard played a bit from Nick Saban saying that Vanderbilt is the easiest place to play in the SEC.
Yeah. Did he say it on game day, right before the game, right? Yeah. By the way, they got fined big time for this. And Arkansas did too. Which I'm sure they don't care.
No.
What a huge win for Vandy.
The only place that's not hard to play in the SEC is Vanderbilt.
Arkansas and Vanderbilt, I think he said. Yeah, it's look, and they totally rubbed it in. They tore the goalpost down. They took it to whatever that river is.
Well, so we're about to get into it.
Yeah.
So the goalpost, as Frank just mentioned, was ripped down.
You have to.
And Vanderbilt was actually fined $100,000 for ripping the goalpost down. But yes, in a 40-35 win, the Vanderbilt Commodores faithful stormed the field, broke down the goalpost, and carried it 3 miles down Broadway, from the stadium to dump it in the Cumberland River.
I think that's it. Yeah, that sounds right.
But here we get the shot
That is hilarious.
marching down Broadway. It's an hour-long walk from the stadium to the river. This is my favorite one. He doesn't even go to Vanderbilt. He said, I don't even go here.
That's hilarious.
Hey, it's a win for the city.
And here it is getting dumped into the river.
Goalpost-shaped anchor.
Yeah, because they say anchor down. So
okay.
The anchor.
Vanderbilt Commodores. Do they
down.
have to then, someone has to go in and get that out, I assume, right?
Well, it's not like they're going to put it back.
Well, no, they're not going to put it back, but that's the win. That's the fraternity that, dude, we got to go get that.
Yes.
We got to go get that and put it in our frat because someone's going to want that and pollution and I don't know, but awesome. That 3-mile walk, the bars were packed. There's 100 videos of that out there if you want to see more, but congratulations to Vandy. I mean, Alabama coming off that game with Georgia. I mean, I guess that was a perfect letdown game. Wasn't the line, it was either 17.5 or 23.5. I remember looking because when I saw the score, I went, wait a second, what was the line on this? It's
23.5.
23.5. All right, well, I kind of remembered looking. So huge upset. Alabama will still probably get in they'll get in the national playoff, right? But Vanderbilt, congratulations.
So. I still have them in my top 5.
Alabama, yeah. That was the perfect setup. And by the way, Vanderbilt, first time they beat him in 40 years.
Well,
I think
and they're much
1982.
better. That's the other thing. It wasn't just a fluke. So it's funny that they played that about Nick Saban because now they have a real quarterback.
Yeah. That kid, his family was crying in the stands.
Diego
It was a really
Pavio.
emotional game.
So
very nice.
Fun.
Okay, well, now we go to another SEC school in Texas A&M who had a pretty sweet hot helicopter flyover. And so the SEC network ended up posting that on social media. And, I mixed up the order.
No, this wasn't Jerry Jones landing his helicopter at the Cowboys practice.
But
it's different.
Flyover.
We get it there. Okay. Where are you watching the game tonight?
At home.
Yeah, same here.
Got some work to do.
That and baseball, because I've been watching Yankees and Royals too. I want to see the Royals win.
You're betting against my Guardians.
Scooble's too good. I like Cleveland. Either one of those teams.
This is zigzag theory a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
So
all right. So we now have the flyover video.
Wow. Yeah, fighter jets down there. Let's use some helicopters. Look at the angle, though. I saw this. I go, I know Ryan's going to have this clip because we love the flyovers. Look at that shot.
Not exactly packed in the field house, but it is still a pretty cool angle.
That right
going
there.
Over
Very cool.
With the helicopter and everything, getting to see the mask on the...
I've never been in a helicopter. Have you ever been in a helicopter?
I have not.
Ryan?
I've been in one.
And? You have?
Mm-hmm.
Where? Here?
No, we did a flyover in the Grand Canyon.
Oh, that's one that scares me.
Yeah, it was pretty choppy.
Yeah, right. That's what I hear.
Pockets. Yeah,
and there's been some unfortunate accidents. I was offered one here in Vegas, and I turned it down years ago. We'll take you up and show you everything tonight. I'm like, I'm good. I don't want to do it. And what were you in a helicopter for?
I flew to the first NASCAR race at the Speedway to beat all the traffic.
From here?
Yeah, the Channel 13 helicopter.
Whoa.
The sports people and me.
And did you enjoy it, or were you frightened the whole time?
No, it was so cool because the traffic was backed up to Tropicana all the way to the Speedway. It was awful the first year. They did not have the routes and everything.
Yeah, I was sick because I was in and out of there when I went last year.
No, it was horrendous. It would take people hours. So we flew over all of it. I was just like, hey, hi, people.
And by the way, we're only a couple weeks away from the South Point 400 out here at the track. So I'll be going to that on a Sunday because Steelers are playing a night game.
Yahoo.
Should be fun. All right, what's next, Ryan?
Well, now we'll go to that football solstice stat that you just took a look at. So yesterday was the longest day of football since at least the 1970 merger, but really could be qualified as ever. The London kickoff game was at 9:32 Eastern.
Jeez.
And the Sunday night football game ended at 12:59 a.m. this morning, Eastern. So
there's quite a few people that watched all of that. I would not get up for I would get up for the London game if it was a great game.
Well, not only that, but you also had the Cal-Miami game end after midnight.
That was after midnight, too.
Stayed up for college football and then woke up for the London game, and then you had midnight football for NFL.
And that was a 1-point game, right? Miami won by 1. Cam Ward. But that's just an amazing amount of football. I love that. That's that can't be ever beat, or at least for a long time, unless there's a lightning strike or London. That's an unbelievable stat.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Well, so now we're going to go to baseball. There is a Shohei Ohtani super fan that has gone to all 162 games this season for the Dodgers, is still even continuing going to these postseason games. But this video is going to show you what it looks like to go to all 162 games.
This is tremendous. Even road games.
Season.
Yeah, watch this. This guy.
Gosh.
The dedication, I was like, wow, that's really dedicated. And then I'm like, the money this took to travel to every road trip? This guy's obviously some sort of rich man.
Well, so what I kind of noticed from it was that in Dodger Stadium, he's moving around the whole thing. In away ballparks, he's sitting behind home plate. So if he goes to, if it's his first time at the ballpark, he's sitting behind home plate, taking in that. And then if he goes again, then he starts to venture around and whatever. So he's buying his first time at a ballpark, the most expensive ticket, and then going on.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, easily $100,000 to get this done.
And how is it he looks the exact same in every shot? It's like, I mean, over a course of 4 or 5 months, you usually look a little different. No, this guy, look at this. And he's doing the playoffs too, because I remember I didn't realize he was doing the playoffs too. He's got bobbleheads. He's got stuff.
All the giveaways.
I don't know if he got the golden Shohei, did he? It looked like a normal Shohei. He's still going.
Honestly, he should just get a job with the team.
Yeah, right. If they see this, they should be like, all right, you can cover the team.
Yeah.
There's another bobblehead.
Because he's doing every game. I didn't even do every home Aviators game. I don't understand.
But the amount of frequent flyer miles he's racked up. Hilton Honors points. There you go. That's in Colorado to end the year, right? Yeah. And he did it. Why don't 162? But that's a fan right there, ladies and gentlemen. Gosh. I was saying such bad things about Dodger fans. I think he's a Shohei fan, but he's a Dodger fan.
He was an Angel fan when Shohei was there.
There you go.
A Shohei fan. Yeah.
JR says there's a video of city workers pulling the goalpost out of the river. So it's already been pulled out.
That's terrible.
And Minnie Dar, she will be better next season with time off. Caitlin Clark, she went right from college into pro. I think big things are happening from the Fever. The Ohtani fan must have been taking bets from Shohei's interpreter. JR.
That's how he funded those trips, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That works.
Yep. Okay.
Nick's just on. Holy hell, get to the point. See, he was doing the same thing during those phone calls. All right, thanks, Nick. All right, what's next?
Well, now we go to the Philadelphia Phillies, who over the weekend, or Major League Baseball had tweeted over the weekend that they have a special milkshake made with Cookie Monster ice cream, topped with a donut and a cake pop. So just for all you sugar fiends out there, this milkshake looks delicious.
I mean, I'd try. I don't know if I'd. Or how much is it? Do we know? I would try it, but that's too much. Too much. Cookie Monster milkshake. Now, here's the thing. It's the Phillies versus Mets. When I saw this, I'm like, okay, well, what about Grimace? So, why is there not a purple shake in New York?
Well, we had the Grimace shake.
Did they have a shake?
At McDonald's. You don't remember that trend?
No.
The Grimace shake, everybody drinking the purple shake, and then all of a sudden, like the zombies start going on.
I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's why they don't do a Grimace shake.
Although the Mets, come on, you got to do it.
And the White Sox season may have been a real low.
Yes.
But that campfire shake at the
campfire shake. We have the cup right there.
That was amazing.
You brought it back all the way from Chicago.
Yeah.
And that wasn't on the Raw Dog flight. That was a different Chicago flight. But yeah, we have, and then inside the milkshake glass, we have Jerry's drawing of Larry Bird. It fits.
Why not?
Why not?
Okay, and one final post to get you out of here. One more baseball thing. Kind of baseball, but Frank's favorite in Paul Skeens.
Oh, this is good.
Is dating Levy Dunn, who's was a gymnast at LSU. And
she's still there. There.
Paul Skeens got to go to LSU and mess around with the gymnast stuff.
Right. So she kind of rates his performance on the balance beam. And so here he is, 6 out of 10. Not very aerodynamic. What is he, 6'7"? I forget. He's a monster. Here's him on the beam, actually trying the beam. The beam is scary to me. It's a long fall for him. For me, it's not that. 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. She's being way too nice.
Yeah, she's being very nice. Exactly.
That was good. That was it.
And then running into the foam pit, but trying to get out of the foam pit was a little frustrating. He's very large. And then him pulling her into the foam pit. Anyway, very cute. Yeah, she's still there. She came back for her senior or 50. I don't know. She's still on the team, I believe. Anyway, that was very good. Is that the last one?
She might as well.
A shot of our milkshake cup.
Oh, how did you do that? What camera is that? You pan? Oh, you did. Oh, the robots, the AI camera. Yeah, there's the milkshake cup right there. Alex, what's going on with you the rest of the week?
Not too much.
Sports by the book tomorrow with your dad on Wednesday.
That's right.
You'll be back here Wednesday. The Raiders are hosting the Steelers this week. I have a couple Pittsburgh people coming in. Chris is working on some stuff, some people from Pittsburgh to talk about the game that'll be in town. So it's going to be a busy week for me. A lot of fun. And tomorrow we'll be back with Matt Neverett. Will be here. Matt Neverett, who we can break the news. It's already been broken, but we can talk about how he has been named the Running Rebels voice on radio, too, for basketball. He's doing the football this year, and he's also going to be doing basketball.
Yes, as he should. He's been with this program for a while.
Unbelievable. Congratulations. We'll talk to Matt about that tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Make sure you come back for 3 o'clock Football Frenzy? 3 o'clock, Jeff and Ryan on Football Frenzy. I'm Frank Nicotero. Thank you to everybody. Great montage. Drew Dog. Everyone punchies. You guys do the best. Oh, Fever mascot name is Stench? That's not right. Why do I go to Keith? I go to Keith Lyle too many times. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Lines, live in Nevada, every show.